When you hear news about the war in Israel and Iran, a conflict that seems to dominate headlines and spark global debate, it's crucial to approach the situation with a clear understanding. It's easy to feel confused. The complexities of the region, the historical grievances and the ever-shifting alliances can be overwhelming. There's so much information, coming from countless sources, each with its own perspective and agenda, so many opinions. From social media debates to expert analyses, everyone seems to have a take on the conflict. But before you take sides, before you jump to conclusions or blindly support one faction over another, it's essential to arm yourself with knowledge. Let's clear up some important facts, some fundamental truths that often get lost in the noise and misinformation that every Filipino needs to know. These facts will help you form your own informed opinions and understand the conflict's implications for the Philippines and the world. First, did you know Iran is not an Arab country? This is a common misconception that can lead to misunderstandings about Iran's culture, history, and motivations. A lot of people think all Middle Eastern countries are Arab, assuming a shared identity and culture across the region. But Iran is actually Persian. It boasts a rich and distinct cultural heritage that sets it apart from its Arab neighbors. Their main language? What language do Iranians primarily speak? Persian or Farsi, not Arabic. This linguistic difference is a key indicator of Iran's unique identity. Only a small group in Iran actually speaks Arabic. While Arabic influence exists, it's not the dominant language. Now Israel. Let's shift our focus to another key player in this complex conflict. Some people assume it's a Christian country, perhaps due to its historical significance in Christianity. But actually Israel is predominantly Jewish. Judaism is the religion of the majority of its citizens. The Jewish people there practice Judaism, not Christianity. Their religious practices and traditions are rooted in Jewish law and custom. In Israel, both Islam and Christianity are minority religions. While religious freedom is generally protected, these faiths represent a smaller portion of the population. In fact, there are more Muslims living in Israel than Christians. This demographic reality often surprises those unfamiliar with the region's religious landscape. Here's another surprising fact. Prepare to have your assumptions challenged once again. There are more Christians living in Iran than in Israel. This may seem counterintuitive given the common perception of Iran as a strictly Islamic state. Yes, you heard that right. Let that sink in for a moment. Even though Iran is often in the news as a Muslim nation, and its government is based on Islamic principles, it actually has a larger Christian population than Israel does. These Christians, while a minority, have a long history in Iran. Also, there are more Arabs in Israel than there are Christians. This highlights the diverse ethnic and religious makeup of Israeli society. It's a diverse country, a melting pot of cultures and religions despite the ongoing conflicts. And its population is not just Jewish. Understanding this diversity is crucial for a nuanced understanding of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. When it comes to sharing the Christian faith, to openly proselytizing and spreading the gospel, it's actually easier to preach Christianity in the United Kingdom than in Israel. Religious freedom has different expressions in different countries. Maybe you didn't expect that, but it's true. These are just a few examples of how the reality on the ground can differ from common perceptions. Let's talk religion and politics. The intersection of these two forces plays a significant role in shaping the dynamics of the Israel-Iran conflict. Iran is the leading Shia Muslim nation in the world. It's a major center of Shia Islamic thought and practice. It's often at odds with Sunni Muslim countries due to theological and political differences, especially Saudi Arabia, a key regional rival, which leads the Sunni Islamic world. This rivalry has fueled proxy conflicts and geopolitical tensions across the Middle East. So if your only reason for supporting Israel, if your allegiance is based solely on one factor, is because you read about it in the Bible and interpret it in a certain way, or because you think it's a Christian country, think again. Your understanding might be incomplete or based on inaccurate information. If you support Iran just because you think it's an Arab nation, assuming a shared cultural and political agenda, or just because it's mainly Muslim, you might want to look a little deeper. There are many other factors to consider beyond religious affiliation. Support should not be based only on religious sentiment. A more comprehensive and objective approach is needed. If you want to stand for truth, fairness, and humanity, if you truly care about justice and the well-being of all people, you have to look at who is right or wrong, who breaks international laws, who upholds justice. Consider the actions of each party in the context of international norms and human rights principles. Don't let religious bias decide your side. Strive for objectivity and critical thinking in your analysis. Stand for truth, for justice, for human dignity, no matter who is involved. These values should be universal and apply to all people, regardless of their nationality or religion. Let's be informed, and let's choose empathy over bias. By understanding the complexities of the conflict and approaching it with compassion, we can contribute to a more just and peaceful world.